doing today? Erin Olivia, it's good to see you. Everyone isn't here as yet, but we did say 3 o'clock, so I am going to start now. Now, let me just share with you, every single participant today will be getting a certificate that you can show off. It's going to be emailed to your parents, and you will have that certificate as your little keepsake to remember this moment when you were a guest at the storytelling forum. All right?
Yes.
I also want you to know that a few of you will get a chance to win an audiobook or an actual ebook for one of the Brain Edibles collection of books. Are you excited about that?
Yes, Miss.
But
Yes.
of course, for you to win an audiobook or an ebook, guess what's going to happen now? You are going to have to answer 1 or 2 questions. Can you imagine? And that is why reading is so important, because you would have got information if you visited the Brain Edibles Collection Facebook page. But don't worry, it will not be difficult questions, all right? I promise you it will not be. But there will be a lucky person or 2 or 3 to win an audiobook or an ebook. And make sure to tell your friends about the Brain Edibles collection of books. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to ask you to tell me your names, each of you. First of all, my name is Marguerite Anderson, and it is such a long name. I don't want you to worry over that length of name. I want you to just refer to me as Auntie Maggie. That's easy to remember, isn't it? So I'm going to ask you to just quickly tell me your name and what country you are in. We'll begin with, okay, starting, well, from what I'm seeing, I see an Erin Olivia. So we'll start with Erin Olivia. Tell me your name and what country you're in.
So my name is Erin Olivia Lillian Basil, and I'm in Jamaica.
Okay, wonderful. Next person. I want you to know that we have no more than 40 minutes for our storytelling. So technically in 30 minutes, we need to wrap up every single bit of what we're doing today. So let's move to the next person. I see Olivia. Could you introduce yourself for me, Olivia?
My name is Olivia Caprice Anderson, and I am in the island of Providenciales.
Providenciales, and where is that? What country? What country is Providenciales in?
Turks and Caicos.
Okay, for a while there, I was wondering if you don't know where you are. Okay, well, I'm also on the island of Providenciales, which is in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Ariana, let me hear from you.
My name is Ariana Walker, and I am in Jamaica.
Okay, fantastic. And I see Maddie.
Hi, everyone. I'm Maddie. I'm also in Providenciales in the Turks and Caicos Islands. And I actually drew the pictures for Miss Anderson's book that she'll be reading today.
Wow, how exciting. So you meet the person behind those wonderful illustrations in the book that I write, okay? Okay. All right, welcome, Miss Stacey Ann Green. The participants were introducing themselves just now, but I will hand it over to you.
Hi, good afternoon, boys and girls. Are you hearing me? Are you able to hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
I hear you perfectly.
Oh, I wasn't getting a response. That is why.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I am on, but I realize that some of our children are not on because they're in a different time zone and they did not realize. So if I could just get 1 minute to just get them on.
Okay.
All right, just 1 minute.
All right.
In Jamaica, they don't know because they just asked.
Okay. No
All
problem.
right.
Now, based on the little glitches, we may run out of time before our session ends, but not to worry. If it means that I have to have you rejoin, then we'll do that because we definitely do not want the session to end and you have not had a chance to take advantage of the giveaways today, right?
All right. All right, sorry about that, boys and girls. That's what happens with technology. And I could not get to you earlier. Now, this afternoon, I hope Marguerite spoke to you guys already. We have Olivia on, we have Erlyn on, we have Maddie on. Thank you for joining us. Today, we're going to be talking about Brain Edibles collection. And we are going to start off our first storytelling. Erin, am I pronouncing your name properly, Erin?
Yes, you are.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. Where are you from? Where are you now?
I am in Jamaica.
Oh, that's great. I love Jamaica. I am from Jamaica. I wish I could be there now. All right, awesome. Now, this afternoon, we have Maddie with us. Maddie, would you like to introduce yourself? Hi, Olivia. I'm coming to you, Olivia. I have to wait until the others join before I talk to you because I want the other boys and girls to really hear from you, Olivia. All right, Maddie, could you introduce yourself to us this afternoon and tell us something?
Hi, everyone. I'm Maddie. And as I said before, I have drawn all of the pictures in the Brain Edibles collection. So when you see wobbles throughout the books that we'll be reading today, that was me who drew those characters.
All right, thank you. Now, for the girls who are on so far, I'm not seeing any boys as yet. Maddie is an illustrator, very brilliant young lady, and she did an excellent job with Brain Edibles collection. And I'm sure Olivia and Ernie, you have seen the book, and she did an exceptional job. The pictures are beautiful, everything, the illustration, the colors, it is just wow. Maddie, when I first saw it, I thought it was a very experienced illustrator who had done it. All right, not that you have not had your experience, but when I see your age and I hear that you're a student, I am like, Maddie, you did an exceptional job. Was this your first book? Doing your first book?
This is the first book that I've ever illustrated for. I have drawn pictures just for fun in my free time, but Miss Anderson approached me last year when I was part of her English class and very kindly asked me if I would do the illustrations for her book. So I did.
All right, thanks. I think that's a good start, Maddie. And I hope when we get on later, the other children will get a chance to interact with you. All right, Miss Anderson, are you ready to start or do you want us to wait a little?
Oh no, I'm ready to start. I'm actually I'm actually concerned about the time, so I really would love to start.
All right, go ahead. All right,
I just
I
want to
just,
make sure that you're able to see the screen. Are you able to?
yes, it's clear, nice orange screen there, yes.
Okay, wonderful. So let's begin. Oh, just a clarification. Now, Maddie mentioned that you're going to be hearing the story Wobble today, but I'm actually not going to share with you today that story. And it's because that book is being sold right now on Amazon, and we don't want to give the story away, do we? Because if we do, then we will just lose a whole lot of potential customers. However, like I said earlier, you're going to get a chance to win one of our storybooks, whether in the form of an ebook or as an audiobook. And that is the book that you will get a chance to win today. All right? Today, we're going to listen to a totally different story, not written by me, but at the end of it, we will talk about what is the value of this story. All right? Once upon a time, there used to be a little boy called Richard. He was dark and beautiful, and he had big eyes and curly hair. He was short and very sweet, and anybody who see him would love him and fall in love with this little guy. He lived in a country called Africa. Now, in those days in Africa, there was slavery, and the Black people, the ones who were dark, that is, they were not allowed to do anything of their choice. And whenever he would run up to his master, he would say, "May I have an ice cream?" And the master would tell him no. And he would run away and he would say, "I want to play." And the master would tell him no. And he would say, "I want to go to sleep." And he would not be allowed to even do that. The boy came to realize that whatever he wanted to do, he could not do because he was dark. And he began to think to himself, well, if this is what my life is about, I can't do anything. I will just listen to my master. And he became a very obedient child who listened to everything his master said. But there was a day that came that made a big difference in his life. His master got very angry and told him to get out, and that his punishment today would be to clean the entire farm and the garden. And in the sun at that. Richard was a very small child, and so he said, "But it's hot outside." But then he was obedient. He said, "No problem, I will go." He goes outside and he is crying, but he begins his work. He cleans and he cleans and he cleans the garden and he cleans and he cleans. He has no time to look around because he needs to finish his job before the sun goes down. However, while he's cleaning, he looks up for a little bit and he sees something that he has never seen before. He saw a balloon. What is this? There's a blue color in the sky. The sky has always been blue. And then he sees a red color. Wow, and now a green and an orange and a white. What are these things? What are these colors? He's so curious, so excited. He sees all the colors flying around in the sky and he doesn't know what it is. We know, of course, that they're balloons. He looks in all the directions to see if he can find somebody to explain it to him. He runs towards a man and he forgets that his master told him to finish his work. He goes up to the man and he asks, "Uncle, what is that? What are those colors going up?" And the response is, "Oh, they are all balloons." "What's your name, little boy? Have you never seen a balloon before?" And the boy says, "I am Richard." "A balloon? I have never seen a balloon. There are so many colors. and all of them fly. I saw red, I saw blue, I saw green, and they all went up, Uncle. I found a white one going up, but I want to ask you something. What is it, Richard? I saw the white one going up, but do you think that a black one can go up too? And of course, the uncle is surprised at the question. The balloon man understands why the boy asks. He looks straight into the boy's eyes and he says, "Here, hold this black balloon. And you see for yourself if it will go up." Richard lets it go, and to his surprise, the balloon went all the way up, and it went higher and higher, and it filled Richard with so much joy. "The black balloon flew," Richard said, and the man looked at him, very sympathetic, and he said, "Richard, remember one thing, any color of a balloon can fly, whether it's red, blue, green, orange, they all can fly, no matter the size either, big or small, thin or large. A balloon will fly. And do you know why it flies? It flies not because of how it looks on the outside or where it comes from. It flies because it has air inside of it. And just like that balloon, all of us as human beings have the same air inside of us. All of us are born capable to fly. All of us are born capable to grow, to succeed in life. We do not have to be stopped because of the color of our skin or because of our size or because of where we're coming from. We only need to know that if others have done it, then we can do it too. There are many, many people who have been able to do it, like Gandhi. Yes, Gandhi was a leader. And we have the same air inside of us. And that means that as we grow, we are able to fly. We are able to succeed. And just like that black balloon, we are able to grow at different stages in our lives. So you see, black can fly, orange can fly, blue can fly, any color can fly. And from that day on, Richard learned a very valuable lesson. All right. So, children, I see some persons in the waiting room. I'm going to admit them. Unfortunately, they missed the story. Let's give them a little time to join.
Come on. There you go. Hello, good afternoon. I was just given the link, so I've just managed to sign in.
All right. All right. Well,
Why don't you all go to the desk? Take 10, go to the desk and sit down. Go.
All right. Now we are going to hand over to our chairperson, who is Auntie Stacy. All right, go ahead, Miss Stacy.
All right. Welcome, boys and girls. I see Amiel. So I'm seeing more. I'm seeing more persons on. Amiel, we're sorry that you didn't get to join us earlier, but I hope for our next storytelling, then we will get it all together. All right. Technology didn't work out for all of us the same today. Now, for all very exciting. So you guys would have missed it. Are you ready for the giveaways? Hi, Amiel. All right, we need you guys to sit so you can participate. All right, and listen. There are book giveaways here, and there are some questions, so we want you to be part of it. All right. This afternoon we have Maddie. She's an illustrator. She did an excellent job with this children's book. And there are other children here. There's Olivia. Olivia, where are you? Olivia was the inspiration for this book. Olivia, we need to see you. That beautiful girl, her name is Olivia. Amiel and others, say hi to Olivia. She's the daughter of the author of Brain Edibles. All right.
Hello, Olivia. I've fallen.
All right. And we have Erin. Vassal here. Say hi to her. All right. She was on early. So
Hi, Olivia.
earlier we spoke to Maddie, the illustrator, and I'm just gonna ask her one more question for the benefit of the boys that joined. We're glad to have you boys. Maddie, how easy is it for these children to learn to do illustrations of these beautiful characters? How easy is it for them to learn to do their own illustrations?
It's so simple. If you have a pencil, colored pencils, marker, anything, and a piece of paper, you can get practicing. When I was younger, I used to practice by just copying some of my favorite characters from books or TV shows. So I would just say, stick with it, trust the process, and if you have a paper and a pen, you can just start practicing. It's as simple as that.
All right, sounds good. I hope we have some illustrators here who are going to be learning. And Maddie, I hope you'll be able to be on for another storytelling when we all get everybody on early so that they really can learn from you. Now back to our author. The name of our author is Miss Marguerite Anderson. But for this storytelling, Tanique, I'm seeing you on now. All right, for storytelling, we are going to be calling her Auntie Maggie. So for this purpose, we have gained a new auntie, all right, and she's there in that lovely red blouse. So she's Auntie Maggie for our storytelling. And we're gonna go to the giveaways. She is giving away 2 copies of her book. She has the audiobook, she has the Kindle, so that means if you have a laptop, a tablet, a cell phone, whatever gadget you have, once you can access the internet and you have space on that gadget or a memory card, your parents can always download that book and you could listen to the book or you could read it if you love reading. And you get to see all the beautiful illustrations there, and it's an exciting read. So for a chance to win a copy of this, we're gonna be asking you some questions, and I hope your parents will help you out now to raise your hand if you have the answer to the question. My first question is to name 2 of the books in the Brain Edibles series. Could you name 2 of the books in the Brain Edibles series? Hi, Tanique. I see you're on. And Olivia, you can't answer because you know Olivia is the daughter of the author and she's the inspiration for the book. So she's like our host, right? Name 2 books in the Brain Edibles series. Nobody has an answer? Nobody? Oh, Amian was late, so he wouldn't be able to answer that. Can we ask another question to give them another chance to win? All right, let me see if I could throw this in. What is the name of the author's daughter who inspired Brain Edibles collection? What's the name? That's a giveaway. Anybody can win this. What's the name of the author's daughter?
Olivia.
Okay, Ariana, let me write your name down. All right, that beautiful girl there. So this is our first winner, and you win a copy.
Olivia Anderson.
And I see Erlene answering also, but we had a winner already, all right? Olivia is the inspiration, and she is the daughter of the author. And if you were on earlier, or if you have been checking out the Facebook page, we're gonna ask your mommies and your daddies and your aunties and to check out Brain Edibles on Facebook. And Brain Edibles is also on Instagram, and there you can learn a lot. You have samples, you can interact with the author. All right, she's also on WhatsApp, so you can get her anyway. All right, so we have a first winner. Do we have another book to give away, Miss Anderson?
Yes. And
right.
what I would like to know also, what form the child would like the book, if it in as ebook or as audio, but that is for after we're done.
All right. All right, so you're gonna get in touch with her after the author. We ask your parents to decide, all right, so it can be sent. Now, the second question, what is the name of the author of the Brain Edible series? The lady who told us the story today. What's her name? That beautiful lady in that red blouse, what's her name? What is her name? Olivia, this is not yours.
Olivia is laughing at everyone because she knows all the answers.
What is
Brain Edible Control Century.
Who is answering? Ariana again? Amiel, do you want to answer?
No, thank you.
Well, all right. I hope we get to learn her name by the end of this series, right? Erin, you want to answer? What's the name of the author of Brain Edibles?
Auntie Maggie.
Auntie Maggie. All right, and you are so correct, and that's what we're going to call her, right? But her legal name is Marguerite Anderson. All right, but we're going to be calling her Auntie Maggie. She's everybody's aunt here in our storytelling series. All right, over to you, Auntie Maggie. Do you have any final words today?
Yes, well, we have some faces that I can tell. They're disappointed that it's only 2 questions and they're hopeful of winning a book. Am I correct? Let me see your hand if you're still hopeful of winning a book. All right. So I am going to ask you about a story that I have shared on Facebook. Now, I told a story about a Frenchman who had no children. Tell me what that story is about. Want to tell me what it's a story about? You can just tell me in 1 sentence. Okay, so now I see that you're scrambling to look at Facebook. It's very important that you follow the Facebook page from now on because we're going to be having future storytelling sessions like this, and there will always be ways. All right, so anybody ready to tell me? Who is that Frenchman? What was his profession? No? All right, well.
Did you say Frenchman?
Yes.
Oh, I think his job was to teach people French.
Oh. Now that is a very brilliant deduction, I tell you. Very brilliant deduction. But he was actually a mathematician. Anybody here love mathematics?
No, thank you.
You?
I don't like math.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
like math.
The person in the background likes math.
Oh,
Math is
that's
too
wonderful.
Math
That's
is too
wonderful.
hard.
I like
Worst-
math.
Worst subject in school.
Oh my gosh.
It's the worst subject, Kurt.
Oh my
Samuel,
God.
stop.
Well, I will tell you a little secret. I am very lousy at mathematics too, but I would not say it's the worst subject, all right? You got to just keep at it. All right, so unfortunately, I don't have a bonus prize to give away because no one was able to respond to the question. So we have just 2 winners today, but like I said, there will be many opportunities in the future for us to have another storytelling session. So make sure you like the Facebook page and you visit the Facebook page because from time to time, I also post little stories on the Facebook page. And I will be using those little stories as the basis of the question I will ask when you come to our next storytelling session, okay? All right, so did you like the story that you heard earlier?
I didn't hear it, so I can't like it.
Oh yes, you joined late. Is there anyone who wants to tell me real quickly what's your
breaking up.
what's your favorite part about that story, or what lesson did you learn from that story? Don't be shy. Is someone saying something? Well, the person who is bold enough to respond, you will be the one to get the bonus storybook. How about that?
My favorite part was him being a mathematician.
Okay, there you go. There you go. But that was not the story I was making reference to. But because you are so motivated, you will definitely walk away with a prize of the Wobble, the Boneless Creatures storybook today. Thank you so much, children, for being here. I am going to hand over to our chairperson for her to wrap things up.
All right, boys and girls, we want to thank you all. I see 9 participants now. We want to thank you all for joining. Those of you who joined us from Jamaica, we are seeing you on. Mahalia, Tanik, Erlene, we thank you for coming in, and we apologize for those who had a time zone difference and got on late, but next time you'll be on early. We want to really thank you. Brain Edibles Collection is an educational book that caters to everything, because the author also has a store where you could get beautiful t-shirts to wear and so on. She has a lot of merchandise. So soon, I believe some of you will be seeing some of that. By summer, I believe you will be able to be wearing your Brain Edibles shirts and so on. All right, and your other Brain Edibles books. We are happy you got a chance to join. Thank you, Maddie, for taking time to join us today. We are so happy to see you and to hear from you. Olivia, thank you for inspiring your mommy to do such a great job. I see Lorna Shepherd is on. I believe her boys are on. We're sorry that you missed it, but I believe Auntie Maggie will make sure you get a chance to watch this session. If you follow her Facebook page, you'll see snippets. So whatever you missed, you'll be able to catch up with us. Thank you so much. So now we end up with 10 participants. All right, thank you so much for joining. We will see you at another time. Those who won prizes, Ariana, Erin, and Amiel, you will get an email regarding collecting or downloading your prize. It's great to see you. Happy Sunday. It was good being on Story Time. And please, please keep up with the author on Facebook and Instagram. Just ask mommy to find Brain Edibles Collection, all right? Or ask daddy. And she's always there posting something exciting, interesting for you to learn, to do. And we hope that you're going to be growing. Let me see the hands of those who want to join us again next time for Story Time. And you're going to be early. We're going to make sure, right, wherever you are, yes, Erin, thank you. Wherever you are, we make sure that you are on with us. Thank you. And please, everybody, just open your microphones and say thank you to Auntie Maggie and Maddie for coming on today and sharing with us. Just open your microphones and say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Lovely.
Thank you.
All right, goodbye. Have a great week and be safe, everyone.
Goodbye. Thank you so much.
Bye.